Love English podcast. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Love English podcast. We are here to help you learn English for your real life in a simple and natural way. I'm your host, Leo.
And I'm Emma. It's so wonderful to be here with you all. This is a safe space for you to learn, so we will always speak slowly and explain everything. Leo, I had the strangest dream last night.
Oh, really? A strange dream? That sounds interesting. And that is a perfect way to start our topic for today, how to talk about a dream you had.
This is a fun topic, but it can also be difficult. Dreams are often very weird. Weird is a great word that means strange or unusual. They don't follow normal rules, so it can be hard to describe them.
That's true. The first thing to know is that it's okay if your story doesn't make sense. That's the nature of dreams. So let's start with the basic vocabulary. The general word is dream. But what do we call a bad or scary dream?
A bad dream is called a nightmare. For example, I had a terrible nightmare last night. I was being chased by a monster.
Being chased is a very common nightmare. And how do you describe the feeling or the look of a dream? Sometimes they feel so real.
Yes, when a dream feels very clear and real, you can say it was vivid. I had such a vivid dream last night. I can remember all the details.
And the opposite, what if the dream was unclear and hard to remember?
Then you can say it was blurry or hazy. I know I had a dream, but it's all very blurry now.
Okay, so we have the basic words. Now let's talk about the grammar. When we tell the story of a dream, what tense should we use?
Because the dream happened in the past, we use the past tense. A very useful structure is the past continuous. This is when you use I was plus a verb with ing. It's perfect for setting the scene of a dream. For example, I was walking in a forest.
And then when a sudden action happens, you use the simple past. I was walking in a forest when I saw a strange animal. This is the basic structure of storytelling.
So, are you ready to hear about my weird dream from last night?
I am. Tell me your story. I will be the good listener.
Okay, so in my dream, I was in a giant library. But the strange thing was, the books were all made of chocolate.
Wow, a chocolate library. That sounds like a good dream so far.
It was. So I was looking at all the chocolate books. Then, suddenly, I heard a loud noise. Suddenly is a great word for a surprise in a story.
What was the noise?
It was a giant chicken. A chicken as tall as a person. And for some reason, it was wearing a small hat. For some reason is a perfect phrase for dreams because things happen without a logical reason.
A giant chicken in a hat. Okay, this is definitely a weird dream. What happened next?
Well, the chicken started chasing me, so I was running through the chocolate library and the chicken was running after me. I was so scared. My heart was racing.
A giant chicken chase in a chocolate library? This is amazing.
Then, the next thing I knew, I was not in the library anymore. The next thing I knew is a fantastic phrase for when a dream suddenly changes to a new scene with no explanation.
So where were you?
The next thing I knew, I was on a small boat in the middle of the ocean. The giant chicken was also on the boat with me, but now it was friendly and it was offering me a cup of tea. It didn't make any sense at all.
Dreams never make sense.
And then I woke up.
You just woke up? That's it?
That's it. Dreams often end very abruptly. Abruptly means suddenly and unexpectedly.
Wow, Emma, that was a truly strange dream. Thank you for sharing it. It was a great story.
So, how did I feel when I woke up? At first, I was relieved. Relieved is that happy feeling you have when a bad situation is over. I was relieved that the chicken wasn't real, but I was also very confused.
I can imagine. Now, let me share a different kind of dream I had last week. It was a very common type of good dream.
Okay, tell me about it.
In my dream, I was flying.
A flying dream? I love those. What did it feel like?
It felt amazing. I was flying over my city like a superhero. It was so effortless. Effortless means it was easy, with no difficulty. I just felt completely free. I didn't want to wake up from that one.
Flying dreams are the best. It's interesting how some dreams are so common. Many people have dreams about flying or being chased or being late for a big exam.
Or the one where your teeth fall out. That's a very common and scary nightmare.
It is. This has been such a fun conversation. I think it's important to talk about the listener's role too. When a friend is telling you a dream, what is the best way to react?
That's a great point. The most important thing is not to try to interpret the dream. To interpret means to explain the meaning of something. Don't say, oh, a chicken means you are worried about money. That's not very helpful.
So, what should you do instead?
You should just be an interested listener. Say things like, wow, that's so weird. Or ask simple questions to keep the story going, like, what happened next? Just enjoy the strange story with your friend.
That is the best advice. It's about sharing an experience, not analyzing it.
Exactly. So let's do our final summary for our listeners. Remember, it's okay to talk about your dreams even if they are weird.
Use the past continuous tense, like I was walking, to set the scene, and use the simple past for sudden actions.
Use special dream phrases for the strange parts. For some reason, suddenly, and the next thing I knew.
And when you listen to a friend's dream, just be a good, curious listener. Don't try to be a dream doctor.
We hope this lesson helps you all share your own strange and wonderful dream stories.
Thank you all for joining us on the Love English podcast. We will talk to you next time. Sweet dreams.
Thanks for listening to Love English Podcast. Remember, every minute you spend learning English is an investment in your future. Keep learning and see you in the next episode.